everyone. So today I would like to explain to you about the report tags, and let me introduce myself. My name is Nila Yunovitasari and I'm in a 6A class from English Language Education. So this is my name. Okay, so this report tags is for the 11th grade of high school. So firstly, I want you to know what you are going to learn. And the first one is that you will learn what report text is, and then you will learn how to identify the elements of the report text. So later I'm going to give you the example of the report text, and then we will look at into it paragraph per paragraph. And then the last one is that you will learn how to write a simple report text. So you just need to write like 2 paragraphs only, and then that's gonna be your simple report text. Okay, so let's go first to the definition of the report text. So firstly, what is report text? Report text is a type of text for describing the way things are, with a reference of a range of a natural, human, and social phenomenon in our environments. So it's the way you describe things, but in general. For example, you want to describe, you want to report about a dog, but you don't do it like the way you do it for the descriptive text, like my dog. But in the report text, you will do it like a dog, just dogs. Okay, you will sim you will be simplify that the description in the general way, not really specific, just only talking about one dog. For example, you're gonna talk about Siberian Husky. Then you explain about Siberian Husky in general. Okay, not Siberian Husky that you have in your house. Okay, so now the generic structure. The first one is the general classification. So in the general classification, you will give the general information about the something that you were gonna discuss in the text. For example, if you're gonna talk about Siberian Husky, and in the general classification, normally you explain about the way they live and the populations and the habitat, something like that. So it's more general for something that you are gonna explain. So stating the general classification or general aspects of a thing that related to the topic of the text. And later, in a second in the second paragraph, you're gonna have description. In the descriptions, you explain the phenomenon about the topic in terms of parts, qualities, habits, or behavior. So in the descriptions, you will describe about, for like, okay, we used the example of Siberian Husky before. In the first paragraph, you're gonna tell about the population and the general things about Siberian Husky. And in the second paragraph, you will describe about Siberian Husky, the average of the descriptions of Siberian Husky. Normally, Siberian Husky look like what? Okay. So first, before we go through to the other activity, we will watch a video about lion from National Geography. So this video is the report about lions. Okay, so let's watch. Sorry.
You may already know that lions are big cats. Weighing up to 500 pounds and growing up to 10 feet long, lions are the second largest members of the cat family, after tigers. But here are some things you probably didn't know about them. Lions have significant roars. A lion's roar may be heard up to 5 miles away and can be nearly as loud as thunder. Lions begin to vocalize as soon as they are born, but their vocalizations don't start to develop into roars until the lions are about 1 year old. Roaring allows lions to claim their territory by communicating their presence to potential intruders. It also helps them communicate with fellow lions within their pride. Lions are the only cats that regularly live in social groups. Called prides, these groups are family units that include as few as 3 and as many as 40 lions. They typically have one dominant male, but may sometimes have 2 to 3 leading males at a time. The rest of the pride's adult members are females, and they are often related to each other. They give birth around the same time, which allows their cubs to nurse from multiple females. Lions are not the most successful hunters, but they do consume a lot of meat. Lionesses, who are the primary hunters of a pride, only succeed in making a kill less than 30% of the time. Their prey, such as zebras and antelope, are usually faster and larger than the lionesses. But by working together, the females increase their chances of exhausting their prey and killing it. Despite their unsuccessful attempts to catch prey, lions may still consume about 20 pounds of meat a day, and some are capable of devouring nearly 100 pounds a day. Not all male lions have manes. The male lions of Tsavo, Kenya are mysteriously maneless. Speculation as to the explanation ranges. The lions may have higher testosterone levels, or the lack of mane may be an adaptation for keeping cool in the heat. When the lions do have manes, the hair usually serves to intimidate other males or impress females, similar to a male peacock and his feathers. One study in the Serengeti showed that females preferred full, dark manes as they may signal fitness and ability to fight. Lions were once scattered worldwide. Around 124,000 years ago, several subspecies of lions existed throughout the planet. This included the cave lions of Europe and the American lions of North America. Unfortunately, both became extinct by about 8,000 BC. The surviving subspecies, the African lions of sub-Saharan Africa and the Asiatic lions of India, have declined due to poaching, habitat loss, and disease. An estimated 20,000 African lions remain in the wild, and they are classified as vulnerable. Asiatic lions are listed as endangered, with a population of only about 500. Lions are some of the most formidable creatures on the planet. Their impressive size and appetite, strong social cohesion, and regal appearance make it clear why they are considered the king of beasts.
So that's the video about a report of lions. So let's continue to the next activity, and I will give you a text, a really short text of a report text of lions. So this one is from Roland Cast. So first paragraph is the general classification, and this one, if you can read that, this one is more about the general information about lions. Okay, so basically it's more about the species and the family of the lion, and what is the lion famous about, and where is the habitat of lions, and where they are from, and also the population of lions right now. It's like that. And then now the second paragraph is more about the descriptions of lions in a general way. For example, lion is a well-muscled cat with a long body, large head, and short legs. Size and appearance vary considerably between the sexes. So this text is trying to tell you that between the lion and lioness, they are, yes, they are similar, but they also have a little bit difference in the physical way. Okay, as you can see, mm, in some lions, the mane and fringe are very dark, almost black, giving the cat a majestic appearance. Manes make males look larger and may serve to intimidate rivals or impress prospective mates. A full-grown male is about 1.8 to 2.1 meters or 6 to 7 feet long, excluding this 1 meter tail. He stands about 1.2 meters high at the shoulders and weighs 170 to 230 kilograms or 370 to 500 pounds. And the female or the lioness is smaller with a body length of 1.5 meters and a shoulder height of 1.9 I mean 0.9 and 1.1 meters and a weight of 120 until 180 kilograms. So that's the difference between the male and the female one. And this text is adopted from Britannica. Okay? So we can move to the next activities that's the questions from the text. So if you want if you want, you can just pause the video first or you can continue it. It also doesn't really matter. But after showing this question, the next one is that gonna be the key answer from the text. So it will be better if you read if you answer if you answer the questions and you go back to the text before, so you answer it by yourself and then later you match it with the answer in this video. Okay, so these are the questions. The first one is that where are the habitats of the lions, and then the second one is that which part of the world's lion can be found the most, and then the third one is how do lions look like, and the fourth one is that how big are lions, and then the last one is how big are lioness. So those questions, the answer is in the text. So you don't have to be scared that where you can find the answer. So now we go to the key answer. Okay, we have the text here also. So first we will answer the first and second questions. So the first question is that where are the habitats, right? So the habitats, as you can see here, it's in the yellow color and underlined, which are the grassland, savanna, dense scrub, and open woodland. Those are the habitats that lion prefer. And then they most found in this part of the world, such as Europe, Asia, and Africa. And now they are found mainly in the parts of Africa in the south of the Sahara. Okay, so those are the answer of the questions number 1 and 2. So let's look at the second paragraph. to see the answer for number 3, 4, and 5. So how do they look like? So lions is a well-muscled cat with a long body, large head, and short legs. Size and appearance vary considerably between the sexes. And this, and then the how do males lions look like is this one. As you can see, a full-grown male is about 1.8 to 2.1 meters or 6 to 7 feet long, excluding the 1 meter tail. He stands about 1.2 meters high at the shoulders and weighs 170 until 230 kilograms or 370 until 500 pounds. And then the last question is here. The answer is the female or lioness is smaller with a body length of 1.5 meters, a shoulder height of 0.9 to 1.1 meters, and a weight of 120 until 180 kilograms. So those are the answer. I hope that you get it right, all of them. So the next one is that, okay, you already know what the report text is and what are the generic structures, and you also already identify the text by answering the questions. And now let's try to create a report text. Okay, let's try to write one, the short one. So what you can do first now is that think of an animal that you really like. It could be your pet. Okay, for example, your pet is a cat. So try to find out what kind of cat is that, or what kind of dog. Like I said before in the example, like Siberian Husky or anything else that you have probably. So do not try to describe your pet, okay? But try to describe the the animal in general, okay? For example, if a dog's, what type of the species of the dog is, okay? You have to figure it out. Of course, you know it because you are the owner of the pet, okay? So after you think about the animal, now is the time of answering the question. So what is the animal? You have to write it down the answer. So what is the animal, and then what is the species of the animal? And what is the animal famous for? And then where is the habitat of the animal? And how does the animal normally live? And how many is the population of the animal right now? I'm sure you will get it in the internet. And how does the animal look like in general? In general, okay? Not your pet. Although your pet is the representative of the general dogs probably. It's also okay, but do not specify it like my dog looks like this. No, please don't do it. This is not descriptive text. This one is report text, okay? And what is the biggest difference between the male and the female of the animal? And the next one is that how big is the female of the animal? And please describe it in the tall, weight, and length in the average, okay? And then the last one is how big is the male of the animal? And please describe it the same way like the previous one, okay? So those are the questions. that you have to answer first after you think about what kind of animal that you're gonna do. That you're gonna use to be the topic of your report text for animal. Okay? And what you will write is that I will give you the draft of the report text. A really simple draft based on those questions. The paragraph 1 is about what is the animal and then the species and then what it is famous for and then where the habitats of the animal is. And in the paragraph 2, it's normally about the descriptive things of the animal that you were going to describe. So, firstly, how does the animal live? And then the population of the animal. And then how does the animal look like in general, both sides, from the male and the female, you make it into one. Okay, first, and then after that you write the biggest difference between the male and the female of the animal, and then how big the female of the animal is, and the last one is that how big the males of the animal is. So basically, based on the questions that I shared to you just before, you you divide it into two paragraphs. The first one is that the general classification, which is the paragraph 2, the paragraph 1, and then in the paragraph 2 is the descriptions of the animal and it's more detailed. So now I want to remind you what the report text is. So let's watch the video um and I hope that you will remember what report text is. Okay, so that's a brief explanation about the report text. So I hope it can help you. I really hope that you can write a report text, the simple one. So based from my explanations before, and that's all about my explanation in this video about writing the report text. And thank you so much for watching. I hope it really helped you and you did a good job. Thank you.